Welcome, everyone. It really is amazing that we've come this far, as the words in the opening video said. If you think about it, it was only 21 years ago that NVIDIA was founded in 1993 and put the first GPU in a PC on the desktop. And think back to 1993. There's been a lot of change since then. Unless you worked at CERN labs in Switzerland, you probably had no idea in 1993 what the World Wide Web was. And unless you lived in Finland and worked for Nokia, you were still, if you had a cell phone at all, it was an analog cell phone that only did voice. And of course, you had a GPU on the desktop. And David spoke about all the great things that have happened in graphics and in computation. So let's talk a little bit about the changes going on in enterprise virtualization. Enterprise virtualization 2.0, as we call it. Surprisingly, with all those changes in the last 21 years, enterprise virtualization is really focused on the server. It has left behind graphics on the desktop. I'm not sure if anyone has ever used VDI, but because traditional enterprise virtualization did not use a GPU, it was not a very good experience. And it wasn't until recently, until all of the great engineers at NVIDIA started to work on our virtual GPU technology, they were really able to make a difference. And for the first time in 21 years, take that GPU off of the desktop for graphics and move it back into the server, where you can have security, you can have it professionally managed, and yet you can still deliver that solution to all the new devices that the enterprise users want to use. Not only PCs, but laptops, tablets, cell phones, and other devices. And as you would expect from NVIDIA, the visual computing company, we really help make it a night and day difference between a virtual desktop without a GPU and the virtual desktop with a GPU. And since we're the visual computing company, I didn't want to just show you a slide. Let's show a quick video that shows a slide-by-slide comparison. So on your left, you see one of our partners, Citrix XenDesktop. They're the world's leader in desktop virtualization. They're running an application. This is very similar to Google Maps. It's called ArcGlobe. And while you would expect the performance on the right, on a low-end laptop, when you virtualize in the data center using only software-based graphics, you get the very poor experience on the left. Again, users have not been happy with this, and not until the NVIDIA virtual GPU and grid technology was adopted by Citrix were they able to deliver a real graphics performance in a VDI or virtual enterprise experience. So, a short video is nice. You can actually see that video on YouTube. But if you follow me on Twitter, I did promise this morning that I would make a special announcement. So we wanted to make sure that all of you, when you left, could not just see a video of graphics accelerated VDI. And I expect some of you may want to talk to Citrix and your hardware OEM and actually start a trial in your own company of graphics accelerated VDI. But we wanted to make it even easier for you. And so as you would expect with Enterprise Virtualization 2.0, we took the NVIDIA Grid technology and we put it in the public cloud. And starting this week, right here in Tokyo, you can sign up and get a graphics accelerated desktop for 24 hours. So rather than just talk about that, I'd like to invite up my first guest to give a quick demonstration. So please welcome Mr. Masaki Sawai, who's going to come up and give a demo of the Grid test run.